Good morning, everyone. Today we are very excited to have a wonderful guest, Larry, on this Path to Freedom interview show with us. Hey, Larry, how are you doing today?
Hi everybody, I'm great. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will have a great show today.
Yeah, Larry, I know you have been doing, Facebook Live for quite a while. Can you share a little bit about a little bit about your backstory? How did you start this online journey, and what are your goals? Where are you going? What made you start this online journey?
Everybody, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a Superman, and I have a similar background as Shuhui, and I suppose most of the members of this group. Uh, I'm a full-time job employed, and I have a family. I have three kids, and I have my entrepreneurship journey, and I'm juggling daily. And I simply want to
Is the internet lagging a little bit? Seems we are losing him. Yeah, that's okay.
I just find out that internet connection is bad, so I have to switch to mobile instead of wireless. This room has
Okay, no, that
sometimes,
works. Yes.
yeah, bad coverage, especially when it's raining, and it's raining in Belgrade. I don't know what connection does it have, but I see that
That's all
whenever
right.
it's raining, I
Yeah.
have a problem with internet. So I have started those lives 150 plus days ago, and it was simply at the first step. It was something that I have to persuade myself that that is possible. That it's possible to start doing those lives despite that imposter syndrome, which was telling who am I to start doing lives because everybody else who is doing lives looks professional and they have perfect equipment and simply they had a perfected message. Also, when you watched a little bit, you have seen that they have more cameras around them, and simply it is getting complicated. But I am totally for imperfect action, and I took that action. And simply, I was thinking about what bad could happen if I start doing those lives. Uh, uh, the worst thing was that I could look silly at the beginning, but hey, everybody looks silly when doing first lives, so it's not a problem. You just hit that go live button, and you are there, and you have to swing and to do it daily.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that journey. I know it's for a lot of people, it's very difficult to press that button. The same thing for me. When I started first time, it took me a while to even have the courage to press that button. So it's not always easy, but once you do it the first time, become much easier later on. So I guess what made you decide to figure out Facebook Live is the thing you want to do because many people get lost when they just start online, right? What should I do? The first thing. So how did you decide Facebook Live is the first thing you want to master, the skill you want to master?
Well, actually, when I look back, I have a deeper road of doing showing up daily and being consistent. I have started my content creation putting daily at 25th of November last year. So in less than 3 weeks, I will celebrate a whole year of putting content out there on the profile or in the groups. But later on, I have discovered that I was drawn to those lives, and it at the first sight it took that it is harder to do live video content than to put written content or graphics on your profile. But actually, when you think about it deeper, you find out that when you put written content, it does have to be perfect, because people are not tolerating when you have so many errors in your written text. Simply, we are spoiled by books. Books are perfectly written. They have their corrections and lectors and everything. Everybody who is in that process, and they are perfecting those texts. And we simply do have a bias that we want to see perfect sentence when we read something. But when we talk to somebody, we have a lower criteria for that, because we are tolerating abbreviations and arms and noms in the speech, and that's totally acceptable. So when you want to do content, actually it's easier to do video content and live content, but only when you overcome that mind issue that people will judge you because of your look, of your accent, of light, of anything else. Actually, I have discovered that people are the least tolerating sound issues. When you are talking and there is a distracting noise, people are dropping out, and other things are actually much more tolerated when you're doing those lives. So everybody who is considering to do lives, simply do it. You can see that Shuhui and me, we are not perfect, but we are doing it, and we are attracting people because people are watching our lives, and we have a feedback, wonderful feedback from them. So it is really good and rewarding way to do content creation.
Absolutely. If people keep seeing you every single day, they get familiar, they know you, right? Just by even seeing your face, by hearing your voice. Yeah, the thing is, I think a lot of people think, oh, I have to be perfect in order to do this. In reality, the truth is, nobody's judging you out there. You can take the imperfection, just show up, and then people start to get to know you, right? Trust you. So it's not like I wait until I'm perfect at being live on camera, or I have to make sure my writing is well polished, or my live is also well polished in order to go live. So that's not really the truth. I think that's an important message. You also mentioned earlier on when you started to go live, you did have inconsistency. You showed up, then you didn't show up, so you did go through that cycle as well. You're not like, okay, once I start, I'm just going full speed. That takes that learning curve. Everybody does, right?
Yeah.
You have to learn, okay, I show up a few days, I don't feel like to do it, but you know what? I start over again. I'm going to this time, I'm going to be consistent. Then you kept that promise to yourself. You have been doing that for 12 months. That's really, I would think that's huge. Really have that courage. Also, really put an effort into stay consistent. What that's an important message for my audiences, even for myself. That's something I need to remember too. Thank you for sharing that. My second question would be, what did you really learn from doing Facebook Live, and what kind of transformation you really get from doing that consistently?
Well, when you look, for example, these 150 lives in a row, it does look complicated, and people which will start that journey, I think they will think not twice, maybe three times or even more, and find excuses for that road, because it does look complicated, it does look demanding. But actually, you have to think only about the first step. When you analyze your problem, what you have to do, maybe you don't know how to finish the whole process from the beginning to the end, and move from the point A to point B, but you know to make a first step. And it is very important to simply find people who are successful, who are doing that, and find somebody who resonates with you the most, who has the similar journey or something like that. And after that, you make analyze, and what you will very soon see what are they doing. You can even ask them. Many of those people are working also as a mentors, so they will gladly help you on your journey. And you simply have to focus on the first steps. And first step, for example, in my journey was to hit that go live button. And after that, to do that live of 1 or 2 minutes, and not to think about it, what kind of qualities do I need to make a good converting videos, lives, and to attract my audience. Simply, it is overwhelming to do everything in the same time. And people who are entrepreneurs do know that, because for entrepreneurship, you do need so many skills put in order, and it is very hard to wait until you have those skills checked. You simply find yourself, do a little exercise. Ask yourself and people around you, family members or friends, what are your strengths? How they are perceiving you? How are you contributing to them? How are you helping them? What's the most assisting thing that you are doing? What are your superpowers that they will gladly have from you? You will be surprised that you have something that you are not aware of. And when you do that exercise, spouse can they simply know you the best. They can give you a fantastic feedback. Your children also, your parents, relatives, colleagues at the job. It is fantastic to talk with the colleagues at the job, because you are sharing tasks there, and they know which task they rather put on your desk and which they can help you to do. And those things are really insightful. And when you find what are your superpowers, simply focus on them, and find the angle how you can put that superpower in the use and to help somebody else. Because doing business is actually the only question how I can help somebody to solve their problems, and in return they will solve my problems. So that is the question. You should always simplify those things. And when starting any endeavor, you should focus. First thing is to focus on those habits, and not skills, habits. Just simply, if you show up daily, do something daily, whatever it is, you are putting effort in something. Compounding growth will emerge very soon. You will be surprised what you can learn in 10 hours searching on YouTube. For example, it's a trivial thing, but when you focus on one task and sit behind computer and watching those videos 10 hours. In 10 hours, you will be expert for 90% people on the planet Earth. It is fantastic. Something that you haven't knew anything about before you sit down and do that these 10 hours. After these 10 hours, or maybe 8 hours, like a one working day, you will be expert for 90% of people, and you don't need, and it is very hard to be expert for 100% people. You don't need that. You have to be expert for 10 or 50 people or 100 people. You don't have to be an expert for planet Earth. You don't need the college degrees for doing something, for somebody to allow you to do something. So you simply have to find people who are a few steps behind you, and you can help them with your superpower, and you concentrate on that. If you make a good relationship with them, they will tolerate other things that are not perfect with you, and they will more easy relate with you if you have some imperfections that you are not hiding, but simply showing that they are in place.
Yeah, that's awesome. From whatever you just told me, there are a few things I think super important to share with the people. Is number one, you can model other people. There are plenty of success people out there. First of all, you can model them. You don't have to start anything, create anything from scratch. That's one thing I think is super important to know. Second thing, you just mentioned again, pick one thing, focus on one thing. So for example, for you think going live is easiest in terms of time, in terms of the effort, right? But it will give you the best because you can really connect with people very easily, emotionally. They can see you, they can hear you, so they can connect with you so much quicker, right? That's the second thing.
Yes. We are on the coffee actually at this moment. You're in America, yeah, I'm in Europe, but we are connected somehow, and we have spent enough time to have that know and like factor. So we know each other, we know our issues. We simply like to see each other on the Facebook, and it is something that is essence of doing business with anybody. Somebody have to come also to that trust factor, but it is a little bit harder. It's not just showing up. You have to do something to earn that. But those know and like are pretty simple. If you show up very consistently, people are seeing you. They simply have that factor, which you can see if you have met some movie star in the public, and instantly you have that feeling that you have met an old friend because you were watching some movie or series, and you have that connection in place.
Absolutely. Another thing I like what you said is simplify things. A lot of times when people just start out, they think, okay, I need to learn everything. I need to be a master of everything. That's not true. Just pick one thing, start it, then learn the process. Once you learn the process, you know how to do the next thing. So that's huge too.
Yes.
I guess, yeah. So
And
that's
you're putting those skills in the stack. Learn those skills one at a time. So when you become master or you're satisfied with one skill, you can move to the other. And if you make a good stack of your skills, simply you can help people more. And but don't learn everything at the same time. Simply do that one at a time and test them, try them in action. It's not just going through the course, but you have to find somebody to help to assist them by using that skill.
Yeah, and another thing I think you touch base on is a lot of times people think about results. They are thinking about huge results, or I have to get somebody, a big achievement or whatever. But the thing is, you really a lot of times they're stuck on the little things. Let's see, being on camera. I think a lot of people have that challenge of being on camera, have that fear, say, oh, I cannot do it, right? So, for example, for you, I noticed you have quite a lot of people are following you because you go live. So they overcome that first step, the fear of being on camera. That's a big result too for them. So they can take the next step, right? Once they overcome that fear. So I guess the thing I want to see is don't complicate things, make sure, remember the results you help somebody to get. It's not necessarily always need to be huge. It can be a small result. Help them with one little thing to overcome that, right? That's a result too. So thank you very much. I know you by doing Facebook Live, you really encourage a lot of people to go live. I see the people are very active in your group also. You're growing your group. Just I wouldn't say just a strategy. The thing is you are truly helping people. It's not just using that strategy, just one way you picked to help other people to overcome that fear. So that's awesome. I guess my next question would be, how did you stay consistent? Meaning, let's say, today, a lot of people may say, okay, yesterday I did my live, but today I don't feel like it. I don't really feel like to press the button. So how did you, I'm sure you have been through that. So how did you overcome that resistance, I would say, to stay consistent? Go live, even 2 or 3 minutes every day, but you have been doing that for like 12 months.
It's a good thing to make an exercise. You simply have to imagine where you want to be, and you're in point A, and you want to get in a point B. And when you think about it, simply you focus on something that is better, of course, than your position at the moment. So you can after that concentrate and focus on good things that will appear when you get to that point B, and that could be a great motivation because you also can find what are you missing if you are not in that point B. So you have a you can very fast bring to your mind thinking about that you are losing something by not being at your full best you can be. So you can help other people and you can help yourself. So that's the part of the motivation how to start. Also, you have to focus only on the first step that you do, because we do have a knowledge, despite we have a bias to not believe that we can do the whole journey, but we have knowledge to make a one or two steps in each situation. So you can you maybe cannot do as a chess master are thinking 10 steps ahead and have those combinations in their head, but you can think about it one or two steps which are ahead of you, and you have to be able to watch on your goal, so you can pivot if you are getting off the road, and after that you are simply going one by one step. And during the process I have mentioned that habits are essential things for doing anything useful in life. You simply do put effort for 2 or 3 weeks. Psychology says that 3 weeks is actually the magic number for putting habits in place. So when you do something for 3 weeks, you will see that maybe at the beginning you have some resistance, you have consideration, you have doubts. Do you have something do something? But after 3 weeks, you are doing that simply effortlessly. You are doing because you look at the watch, you see it's a noon. At noon I do this, and I start doing that. Uh, it is like going to day job. Everybody who is going to day job, you have your alarm waking you up at the morning, and it is hard thing to get out of the bed, especially if you had a hard day before that. But simply it is 6 a.m., 7 a.m., or whatever is time when you're waking up, and you have to wake up and you have to put that routine 15 minutes or half an hour, and you're off to job. There is no discussion and there is no consideration. Why? Because you are doing that for years and you are trained to do that. And simply you can train yourself to do anything when you put those habits in place. And habits are actually easiest to make. It is easier to make a habit than to make a skill. Skill is coming later, and you have to put more effort to be master at some skill. But habit is okay. Habit is easy. So I suggest everybody to focus on those habits. We are both in the program of Doug Boughton, and he is really famous about his calendar, and he is putting things in calendar, and after that he has no mercy about tasks that are emerging. Because when you put thing in calendar, you simply have set something in stone, and it is written and has to be done that way. Or maybe it could be changed, but you have to make a new decision. New decision is not whether I will do something that is this calendar, but a new decision is this something that emerged more important for me, or it is something that you have to urgently do, but you have to make effort to put something new in the calendar, not to do something from calendar. You simply open your calendar and you're doing. And actually, after 3 or 4 weeks, you don't have to even open that calendar. You know in your head what's in calendar, and you're doing without it. So
Yeah, that's absolutely
habits
true.
are paramount.
Yeah, so you point out a very important thing. Before I always when I heard in the past, people say, okay, you need to model successful people. I kind of was confused what that means. So later on, when I also learned from somewhere, that truly just means you need to change the way you're thinking. You need to change your daily habit, meaning the things that you have been doing in the past, if it didn't work, then replace it with new habits. Doesn't have to be huge again, come down to a small habit you do daily. Let's say going live, right? Like literally like 5 minutes, new habit. If you want to connect with people out there, if you want to develop a relationship, build a relationship with people on the internet, that's one new habit you want to develop, right? Put on your calendar every day, just stick to that. Then that new habit eventually become your new routine, right?
Yes,
That's
your new
super
nature.
important.
Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I'm happy you point that out. Most of the time people think, oh, it must be I have to go out there to learn a lot of a bunch of things, but really just focus on your habits. What are you doing every day? Are they important? Are they really contributing to your goal at the end, right? Your long term go there. So if not, replace it with a new habits, the habit that are going to help you move forward, move the needle, right? Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's awesome. Now, one more thing, I'm just thinking, I understand, a lot of people see, okay, I don't think I can show up. Even in my group, I know in the at beginning, I always encourage people, okay, go live, just even, let's say for a minute, introduce yourself. I think most people can still not do that. So how do you can suggest them to how to say present button and go live first time? I know the first time is always the hardest, right? So what do you suggest based on your experience?
For a first time, it is best to make a little practice by yourself. You don't have to go live actually unprepared, and preparation is really easy. Think about it. What do you want to talk about? So not just put that go live button and have you don't have an idea what are you talking about, but think about perhaps for introduction. You can say something from your biography, from your journey, your dreams, your book you have read. But simply focus on one idea, simple idea. Don't complicate it at the first time. Let it be a minute or two. It's totally enough. And stand in front of the mirror. Start talking. You can talk. Even unprepared, you don't have to make a script or concept or anything. You can just talk, address that face in the mirror like you're addressing family member or friend who is dear to you, and have a casual conversation. So that's one thing. Second thing that you can do to prepare yourself is to put the bullets on the paper. Don't write scripts because when you write scripts, it does sounds artificial. You cannot follow the script totally or read something from paper or teleprompter. I know the Toby can do that, but not everybody is not Toby. He is really expert at it. I have seen him how he is reading from teleprompter, and it is fantastic. But I cannot do it. I have to admit. So you put those bullets on the paper, and it's totally enough. When you see the idea about what you have to talk, you simply remind yourself. But for those short first time, you don't need the bullets. You have one idea about which you are talking. It's for longer lives, which have more value for somebody when you want to share your story or message to make some transformation in your listeners. You stick to the bullets. And third thing that you can do is to go live on your profile, but put a privacy on only you. So it can be done in the Facebook app. So you are not sharing to everybody, you are not sharing to your friends, but you're sharing to only me. And there is that option. And you'll go live, and after that, everything is just like you are going live, but nobody can see you. And you can proceed. You can do it even if you see some failure or problem which will make you stop and drop that live. You can finish it up. And I urge you to leave that on your profile as with the privacy only me, and that could be a reference when you start doing those lives, and you do 10 or 20 lives. You can turn back again to that first live and to see what kind of progress have you made from that first step. And I think that you will be amazed, because after 10 or 20 lives, your talking to public will actually resemble how are you talking to your friends, and it will be more relaxed, easy, without many problems or failures. So and after that you are going live. It is good to go live inside of the groups. It's better than on the profiles. On the profiles, we everybody has family members, friends, and people who are actually from some other story. We as entrepreneurs knew that usually people from our surrounding are not very supportive and not tolerating our entrepreneurship road. You are very happy because your husband is also in entrepreneurship, but wife is not. And it is what we are doing is sometimes almost all the time counterintuitive to people who are not in entrepreneurship. It's totally different for somebody who is in full-time job only and not thinking about entrepreneurship, because we all look like silly kids fooling around. And it is important for entrepreneurs to think about that, to have that childish approach of testing and trying things and not being afraid to appear foolish. But actually, it is unpleasant to have some remarks from your aunt or cousin that you are an idiot. So do that inside of the groups. You can make a group, and you can be the only member of that group. And after a while, when you are satisfied with that, you can even let people inside of that group, and they can see those lives of yours from months ago, and you will not be embarrassed, and you will choose and pick people who you are entering to the group. So groups are really fantastic, and that's my realization. I had an aha moment when I was opening my group. I decided to make actually that kind of safe space where people can make fool of themselves and doing those first lives, and everybody will cheer them, because inside of my group we are cheering not the quality of your life, your message, or anything else. We are cheering when you are doing first live. We are cheering the fact that you have done your first live. That's the only thing that we are concentrating and focused, and we are saying hooray that you have done that, and now you have started a journey. And you have to prepare yourself, because it is counterintuitive, and only 3% of people will ever do lives in their life. So when you have done that, you are in the very important exclusive club. You have to upload yourself when you do that live, because most of people will not do that. And one of the biggest fears in the world is fear of public speaking. So people have a great problem when they have to address 2, 3, 5, or 100 people at the same time. They have overwhelming fear of that. So you are in the good club when you do that first live. So I applaud you before you have even started.
Awesome to know. I'm also in a 3% of people who can do live, so that's good to know. Yeah, I guess.
You can
Yeah.
you can look on profiles of people, your friends, or at the Facebook. You can see that most of them are sharing only memes, quotation smarts, or now and then their picture from wedding or something like that. But they are not sharing their story, and they are not doing lives.
Okay, that's great to know. I guess a lot of times people think it's how to say, it's hard to do, but it really, like anything in life, once you do the first time, second time become much easier. I even realized that I have been doing I have done before, like here there, but recently I've been start to do every day. I think today is my 21 days. So the other day, somebody comment on it. Somebody said, "Oh, you look so relaxed and natural now compared with you when you started." So for example, that kind of change I didn't even realize by myself. I thought, okay, I'm just doing today. I'm sharing some messages, something I'm learning, something like I learned yesterday from them. I learned few things, few points, and then next day I share with people. See, hi, that's what I learned. That's pretty much document my journey. I don't need to go to sit down to create some content, right? Really, literally, while I'm working on a journey, learning how to do this online marketing. That's the message I'm sharing some of the story, my struggles, my challenges, how I overcame all that, my dreams, right? All that. Then the other day I got that comment. I said, oh, okay. Probably without even realizing, I'm having that slow transformation. I probably haven't even realized by myself. Become more natural, more relaxed. I don't feel like, okay, that's such big deal anymore. So it doesn't take that long. I guess I want to see it doesn't really take that long for us to learn something if you really put your efforts in. It's not even that hard work. Go on live, press button, talk for 5 minutes, share something valuable to others, right? That other people can use. I would think that's a wonderful thing to do, right? Yeah. So good, you brought that up. Um,
I would like to say remark to our audience at this moment. When we are done with this live, rewatch this part when Shuhui was telling in the last 5 minutes. It's a fantastic testimonial and encouragement for you to start doing that because there is no better proof than when somebody tell you their experience, and this is the fact. Uh, Simply it is a transformation. You are learning something, and if you want to get that into your skill set, you have to start doing that immediately, not just watching some course or reading a book or something like. Put that into use and help somebody. If you are not doing that, you can at least teach somebody. You can have share your takeaway, because when you share a takeaway, brain has realizes that you have shared something that is important. You have focused on that deliberately, and you have talked about that, and brain will keep that. If you are watching course or you're reading a book and you are even not making notes on the paper, even notes are very good. But if you are not doing anything, brain is assuming that something that you have read is not important at all, and tomorrow or in 3 days you will not remember anything. You will not have a big concept of it, and you cannot incorporate it in your approach. So when you learn something, start putting it in the practice immediately. Help somebody, or teach somebody that what have you learned. Teach your excitement, your aha moment was, and what you have discovered.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the case. Learn and do it. If you just simply sit there to learn it for years, nothing will happen. But you start to do it, and more you do, you get better and better at it. So absolutely true. Um, I know you launched your Facebook group, and all the members there are super active. So proud of you. So proud of what you guys are doing there. I guess. I know also you launched your mastermind within a very short period of time. A lot of people always think, okay, I cannot launch anything. I don't think I can offer anything, right? But you went ahead, you launched your mastermind within a very, very short period of time. Most people cannot do that, I have to say. So what do we do suggest someone who has been thinking to launch their program or offer or something even? What do you suggest them to do if they still think they are not good enough?
Well, I will tell you. So focus on your superpower. Do a little research. You can find what you will like to do. How will you like to help people? Get clarity about that. Imagine yourself in a year or two. What are you doing? What will keep you excited? And after that, make your Facebook group. Facebook groups are fantastic things because first thing, you are the owner. You make the rules inside of that group. You pick the people who are inside of that group with you. You can accept people who are asking to join, and you can deny them. There is also possibility. You don't have to let everybody inside of the group. So you make your own space where you can make rules, and you can test them. You can try new things, because if you want to make advance at your business, you have to be curious. You have to try new things, to test them, to tweak if something is good or not, and you have to take it easy about the outcome and the result, because you will not get great results at the beginning, but you will learn in the process and you will make it better. And Facebook groups are actually fantastic place for that, because it is something equivalent to earlier mail lists, because people were talking, you are owning that part of traffic where you have a mail list, and it is true, because Facebook can mess up your business at some point, and I have seen that. But at the beginning, it is totally okay to have only Facebook group, and there simply you by mere fact that you are admin of that group and that you have made that group and that you are deciding about rules and who are you accepting or not, your authority grows, and you have to practice that. So you have to have your good connections with all kind of entrepreneurs out there. You have to have connections with somebody who is above you. You have to model what they are doing and learn from them. You have to have peers with whom you can exchange your knowledge, your takeaways, and share excitement of the journey. And you have to have people who are few steps behind you, and you will teach them and try helping them. And when you help somebody, you will actually receive help in return. Maybe not from that person, but from other, because your skills will grow. And actually, it is in balance. So, and it is main indicator of your business in entrepreneurship. Can you help somebody to solve their problems? And you have asked me about my group. Well, I have decided to focus on that first step for people. I am offering people to help them, to assist them to make that first step of going live, because it is attractive to so many people, and so many people are discouraged to make that first step. So when you make a great environment for that, and I have heard from other people that they feel very comfortable there. I think that I'm focusing on making rules there to be comfortable to make those first lives without any kind of judgment from other people. So to receive encouragement and to be relaxed to proceed on until you are comfortable in doing lives, and you can start your own journey. And it developed very fast. You have mentioned I have started my group at October the 1st, and it is five weeks from then. We are at the beginning of November, so it's a 36 days old group. And I have tried to introduce a new thing each week. And it was a kind of a sprint. I was putting one new thing each week. Next week I will put the other thing and try to make better the previous thing. So it was a juggling. It was a very demanding, but at the same time that excitement was great, because it was my first group that I made, and I'm in entrepreneurship in online business for a pretty long time. I'm here from 3 years ago, and in parallel I was at the job. So all people who have job have fantastic advantage to have security from that payment which is coming. Also have a struggle because most of the day goes to that day job. But you have a freedom to choose what you will do with 2 or 3 hours a day. Even if you have a family, you can maybe you don't have a fixed time when you can be sure to be free to do something for you, but you can squeeze hour here, hour there, or if you focus on most essential things. It is important to simplify the process if you have so many obligations. And so I have managed to have enough energy to push one new thing each week, and to make better one of the previous things. And it is unfolding very fast, because I was learning so many courses, read so many books, but actually when you go to battle, you can test the things that you have learned, and some things will can be put together very fast, and some are harder to crack down. But I think that when you introduce one new thing each time, and try to fix one of the old things, you are good to go, and you are making progress, and that compounding effect is going on. So
yeah, absolutely, that's true. I think you just touched one point is, for example, for us, we are doing full-time job, And at the same time, we also take care of kids, and then we at the same time we are still trying to do the side hustle. So it's really come down to what you want to focus on, right? How you can simplify things, how you can really just take one little action every day to move the forward. It's possible. I get a lot of people think, it's not possible. I cannot do that. I don't have time. I don't have the energy. I don't have. But think about Earth's schedule as we I really don't have much time from that perspective, but you are still pushing forward, you're moving forward. If you identify that's one thing you would do every single day to move the needle forward. That's all really what takes, right? That's the number one thing. Second thing, I think you touch base on the group. Um, I do feel the same way. When I started my group, also I think end of September, the one thing I want to do is really to build a safe environment for people to be able to share with each other, to really go have a place to go on the internet. Because a lot of time, if you think about internet, such a huge space there, it almost like feel like it's a space out there you don't even know what's in there, kind of thing. So I want to also create that environment for my audience to be able to share, to learn from each other. When I open that group, I don't know if you have that feeling. I have a feeling of it's almost like I have a garden there. Really, it's up to me to go to plant what I want to plant there. So I want to plant something positive. I want to plant something like with really not just saying I want to give value, sharing with each other. I really truly giving the value. That's why I also started to do the interview, bring people in to share the knowledge. Also, I do the weekly training there to share what I'm learning. Even just yesterday, again, same thing. So yes, it's a wonderful thing to do. I'm glad you share like with your experience. It just pretty much resonates with what I'm thinking also. So it's a wonderful thing. So if people want to learn more about you, where can they find you? Be your group, I'm guessing. So I can post a link later on.
Yes, thank you. I would like to add something about those groups. It is very important to be present when people are having those aha moments. In the moment of epiphany, simply all the beliefs are broken, and something really magical happens inside of the head. You have believed in something that is not true, and you are realizing that's true. What can be true, and whole horizons expands in that moment. You have chemical processes inside of the brain which are connecting you to people who are around you at the moment that aha moment happened. I don't know if people are aware of it, but it is simply our tribal heritage from the past, because people were doing some tasks together, and when they achieved something like making finding food in the time when it was hard to do, people simply biologically feel gratitude to everybody who is around them. So bring people to those aha moments. You have realized something, you know what is possible, and most people are thinking that it isn't possible because they have learned that from their parents, from a school system, from people at their jobs. So when you break that belief, be present there and help people even more, and they will make a great connection with you. And it is everything in those relationships and connections. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that was something I had to add to somebody who is about to start. Concentrate on those aha moments. They are usually they're hiding in stories, in your background stories, origin stories, or simple epiphany stories. You can learn about that in Russell Bronson's Expert Secrets book. I highly recommend it to everybody to read it. If you are in online entrepreneurship, it is the most important thing book you can read. And that's how people can find me. Well, you can look at my profile. There is a link to my Fearless Goal Getters group. And if you're ready to start making those lives, you can connect with people. Simply you will find encouragement there, and it is great because in the group almost anytime I have noticed, anytime that somebody is going live, somebody will jump on that live. You will not have that situation which is so usual that you are going live and nobody is present. So every time somebody will jump in and somebody will help tell you something encouraging. It is really great. You don't need actually somebody commenting on your live, but it is nice to feel, and it is encouraging to do the second live and later on to keep you accountable to start doing those lives regularly.
Yeah, surround yourself with like-minded people. I think that's super important. A lot of times, especially we have been
on the same mission. You have to be on the same mission. They have to be like-minded plus on the same mission.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times, especially, for example, we have been doing the 9 to 5 for so many years. That's how our mindset is set. Okay, I can only do this. I mean, a lot of people I'm thinking have a similar issue. Okay, I can only do 9 to 5. I don't think I can do something else, right? That's not for me. But that's just you touched based on that. That's possible as long as you really believe yourself. You see how other people are taking action out there, then you can model. You can really get inspiration and encouragement to do that on your own too. So thank you for that. So before we end today's interview, what will be the last words you want to share with our audience based on your journey so far and your experience?
The biggest mistake of me in my whole journey of entrepreneur was hesitation and not taking action. So if you wanna do something, if you have idea, and you have idea since you are watching this, and if you haven't done anything yet, just start doing it. Help somebody for free. If you help 2 or 3 people, you will get at least one good testimonial. That good testimonial will be, thank you, you helped me this and that, and help you. I realized that I can do this and that, and that's your reward in return. First thing, you will learn something. How are you functioning as somebody who is helping as an entrepreneur? Second, you will have your feedback. People will tell you what's okay, what's not, and what they admire most. What are they thankful from you, and they will give you those testimonials. And that is, in the essence, everything that you actually getting in entrepreneurship. Those testimonials are symbol of money. Because it is some kind of value that you have get in return. People are telling something about experience with you, which will testify to third persons when they when they are considering even to take some common action with you. And that's it. In the essence, those 3 things that you help somebody, you got your feedback, and you get testimonial. It is in the essence the whole entrepreneurship. Later, those 3 things evolve in something bigger and more materialized and have material value. But those 3 things are totally enough. If you have success in those 3 things, you will have success in entrepreneurship also. And if you don't have a success, you simply have to fix one of these elements, and you are really good to go. And take action daily. Don't overthink everything. You don't have to have everything in the place. You don't have to be awesome in everything. You don't have to have your product, your service, anything. Actually, if you decide to be an affiliate marketeer, you have to learn only one skill first. It's a sales, how to close the deal, how to help somebody who is taking third-party program, and you put something valuable around that. That could be a support. That could be a sharing your experience with it, something helpful. You put that around that other people's product, and you simply helping those people to sell those products. You will get your affiliate fee, and that's totally enough for starting your business. After you are good in sales, you have to learn the marketing. Marketing is also important, but you can use as an affiliate, you can use marketing from those people who are providing services, and you can just little bit tweak. But sales are essential to be able to sell something to somebody. And after that, you're getting marketing, and you can later on unfold all other aspects for becoming your own entrepreneur with your own product or your own service. And it is a little bit harder to put all those things into place. But as an affiliate marketer, you are good to go this moment.
Yeah, so that's absolutely true. Two things I think I got from that. Number one thing is take actions. I think most people don't take action. They sit there thinking about it, worrying about it, right? Thinking they cannot do it, right? Without taking action. That number one. I remember I heard, I think Doug said it, do not let later becomes never.
Yes.
Really, that hit right on my head when I heard that. I said, that's true. A lot of times we think, okay, I'll wait until tomorrow to do this. I don't want to do today. But the thing is, keep pushing that way. Later become never. You will never do it. You will never change anything. That's the number one. Second thing is really focus on the thing you want to learn right now. Don't have to think learn everything to start. You can start and learn as you go. Figure out what we need to learn next thing. Then focus on that essential skill you need to learn. Don't have to wait until you are ready because you will never be ready, right? So I think that's second thing. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Larry, for sharing so many great messages, so many things with us today. I'm so grateful for you to spend, like an hour with us this morning. Um, it's great even for myself. I learned all so much that I can use it really going forward. Thank you very much, and we will again maybe later on we have another interview, to share more as we are learning
This,
more.
this is this is not our first interview, and
No,
for
it's
sure,
not going to be
sure
the last
it's
one
not the
either.
last. It's not the last.
Not going to be last either. I'm sure that we have more to share with everybody. It's a great message, great. The thing is, all these things we are sharing, not theory. This is something we are doing. We are learning. It's not perfect. That's okay. But as long as we keep moving forward, we take actions. We learn more. We build more skills. Right? We get far in life. All right. Thank you very much, Larry. Okay, I will talk to you soon. All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you. Bye
Yeah.
bye, everybody.
Bye.